What's up, y'all? Welcome back. This is Mel Builds Bosses, and today we are here with Abe and Bridgette from Pure Playground Cleaning. What's up, guys?
Hey, thanks
Hi,
for having us, Mel.
thank you.
Thank you so much for taking time to meet with us. For those that don't know, Abe and Bridge have over 15 million views between Instagram and TikTok on their business. And so I'm ready just to dive in and ask them all the questions that everybody wants to know, answer some of the questions in our comments. All right, so let's get into it, guys. First things first, what made you guys think about a playground cleaning business?
Sure. It's very simple, actually. We were literally just at the playground, came back from work. I met up with my wife and Isla, our little daughter, and I just remember seeing this one specific piece of bird poop and thinking, like, has nobody been cleaning this? What's going on with this? And she was like, yeah, I've never seen it cleaned or it's been there for a while. We just kind of I guess it's been overlooked a little bit, and I was like, that's kind of gross, and I just kind of sat with me a little bit longer, and I brought it up with her, and I was like, hey, would it be crazy if we looked into this a little bit more? And that's exactly what we did. I don't know if you want to add anything to that, but
Yeah,
that's
that's
kind of the gist
basically
of my
that's
story.
basically what happened. He just shared it with me, and I was kind of like, okay, because Abraham, if you know Abe, he always has an idea, and he's always like this like inventor. Like if you've seen Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, there's this character named Caractacus Potts, and that's Abe. Like he's always like, oh, I have an idea, an invention or something. So I'm like, all right, what is it? And I was like, wait a second, I think you're onto something. I think this one might work. And I remember we went home that day, and we were at the dinner table, and then my parents were there, and then Abe shared with them the idea, and they're like, that's genius. And yeah, we're like, okay, let's just do it. Okay, whatever, let's do it.
Absolutely.
We just
I thought
started.
the same thing when I saw it. I was like, this is absolutely genius. Did you guys have any experience in pressure washing previous to doing this?
I
Just
didn't.
YouTube Academy. That
Yeah,
that was YouTube University. Yeah, literally just hours and hours researching,
research.
trial and error. Like I bought a pressure washer, returned it, got a different one. Like a lot of that, right?
Yeah.
We didn't know what was working. I do have a buddy of mine who is in like the car detail services, and that was kind of the vision and like the foundation for me. I was like, that's all the equipment I really need, just at a bigger scale, right? A little more water, different solutions, and things like that. But overall, I mean, people have car wash detailing businesses, mobile ones that are very successful. And so I thought, we could do the same thing just for playgrounds. So that, yeah, I had no experience at all.
And how long have you guys been doing this?
Be 2 years now, right?
Yeah, it'll be about
Maybe
two
like two
years now.
years. Yeah,
Wow. Okay, that's awesome.
not too
And
long.
did anyone look at you guys like you were absolutely crazy for this idea?
Not really.
Surprisingly, no, I think more
No.
crazy. Like, there's got to be somebody doing this already.
Yes. Yeah, they were like, no way, why is nobody cleaning them? And we're like, I know, right? It's so obvious. We kept thinking, like, this is just such an obvious job. Like, maybe it's too easy because, like someone should be doing it, or maybe there's a reason why nobody's doing it. Like, why is nobody doing it? And I think we realized after phone calls to the city and all the correspondence, we realized that I think nobody thought it was their job. Like we'd call the city and then the receptionist would be like, "Oh, I think it's this person." Then we'd call that department and they're like, "I think it's this person." And, "Oh, I think it's," so like nobody just nobody took it on. So we're like, "Okay, we'll just do it ourselves." So we bought the trailer, right? In like a few days.
Yeah, for me personally, my personality has always been like all in on anything that I'm motivated by, and I don't like to wait. So we bought a $3,000 trailer, got a really good deal on it for what we were looking for, and I was like, you know what, we're young enough to mess up. If this doesn't work, like I'm okay with it. We can spend a little bit of money now. We just had our daughter actually. We had a 1 year old or so,
Mhm.
and
I had just quit my job.
yeah,
So we were not in the like financial like
yeah,
position to be making these crazy, but we were just like, let's just trust in God. Let's do it. He gave us an idea.
Amen.
We'll
yeah,
like do it. If it doesn't work, it's fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Amen. I hear that loud and clear. It's so funny, Abe. I have a very similar personality, and my husband always has to like reel me in. I'm like, this is
Mhm.
genius. So I'm the Abe of my marriage.
That's good. You need that balance.
Oh, for sure. So who actually pays for the service?
Yeah, it depends. There's different decision makers in the very beginning, like Bridge was kind of mentioning already. There are different decision makers, and unfortunately people don't really want to take the task on or don't know who's in charge of this specific service, which is, in some form makes us optimistic because nobody is handling it. But on the other end, like, where do the funds come from? If a school is going to pay for it, does it come from the janitorial expenses? Does it come from the, parks, or the like recreation department, or whatever it might be, right? So it really does depend. So for like a school, it really, for example, the last school that we did, it was just the principal who, I don't know where the funds
Use it.
came
Oh,
from.
I actually ended up asking because
Oh,
that was a big question. Like, where are the funds coming from? Because the district doesn't want to pay for them. They have the janitorial crew, so why, like, who's going to pay for this? So then the principal shared that the PTA, they use PTA funds, and that was important to them, so they're using that. And we usually say that anyone who hires us can pay us, but that's technically not really true, because we won't work for just anyone either. Like, just a few weeks ago, we got a request to clean some ladies' playground, like trampoline playground, but that's just not our clientele base. Um, so I guess anybody who pays us would be HOAs, schools, um, who else? Apartment complexes, the city,
parents have
parks.
offered as
Yeah,
well,
they
like, we'll
have.
just pay you guys, but obviously we want them to get permission from their either communities or the schools or whatever it might be. So yeah, anybody who's willing to pay, but usually we kind of have to talk to a couple different departments.
Right. And it's funny because I'm just learning this in my own HOA. It's kind of like, why do we have to get HOA approval for us to get together at the pool, for example, right? And they're like, because if anything happens, the HOA's insurance wants to make sure that they can cover it, right? Because you had HOA approval. And so that's why, probably, I'm assuming, that's probably why parents can't just be like, hey, we'll pull together some money and pay you to come clean our neighborhood park. It probably needs to be HOA approved first, right?
Yeah, I think so. In most cases, yes. Yeah, like for any HOAs we work, they're always like, give us your insurance. We need your insurance. We're like, okay, here it is. So that's important.
And so I'm going to ask some questions. If it's too personal, feel free to push back. But so, what does a good month of revenue look like?
Talked about this. It's what you
Yeah,
mentioned.
it's more of a range, right? We do this part time, so I do want to make an emphasis on that.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we want to scale this so that it could be full time for us, and we
Mm-hmm.
have a vision for it to get there. We've kind of been doing it on like the slow end, but it's kind of been picking up on its own, and we're like being forced to work on it a little bit more than we expected to. So on a bad month, $0, right?
Mm-hmm.
On a good month, it could be anywhere from like $1,000 to $3,000. That's anywhere from like 4 to 5 playgrounds a month.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
And that,
Well, that's awesome
yeah.
because I am a big advocate of not quitting your job and just having a side hustle. I don't know if you guys know my story, but it's out there for people to listen to. But yeah, right? It's kind of like build one before you need one. At least you guys have this blanket and it gives you guys you guys don't have pressure necessarily to scale. You guys are scaling at your own pace, which is awesome.
Yes.
All right.
Like, yes and no, because we also like to give ourselves a little bit of pressure. Like, the goal is to make this a full-time job. I think there's like maybe a misconception with side hustles that they're get rich quick schemes, and this is
Right.
not one of those. It's not like we get several emails like, "Hey, can we just chat? I just want to know, like, I don't care about all this. I just want to know how to get a client." But it's like you need to care a little bit. Like, this job is about, like, it was founded on the foundation of just caring for our little girl. We want clean spaces. So it's about community. It's about getting kids outside. So it's a lot bigger than just like, okay, I just want to learn. Just tell me how. Like, I'll go buy a pressure washer. I got to make money quick, because it's not like that at all. And I hope that's not what or
Yeah,
how
I don't
our videos come across, but it's good hard work. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that your guys' videos convey that whatsoever. I think that your videos convey this is a really cool business model, right? I just think that the internet is full of people who think that they could see an idea and they think it's so easy, but they don't know all the work that goes into it, right? They don't know the
Yeah.
marketing, right? Like
Yeah.
figuring out the business model, figuring out who is actually going to pay for this, looking them up and pitching the services, right? I don't think people really understand the clarity behind it. And I don't think any side hustles really get rich quick kind of
Yeah.
business model.
Yeah.
So I love that you guys definitely still emphasize like, hey, we're doing this full time and we're doing this to serve others, which is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And And so I see that I've been watching you guys' content. Again, I'm a fan. I see that you guys recently got into the Chick-fil-A's. Can we learn a little bit more about that?
That
That's
was so
dope.
cool. So cool. We before we got that, we always got like parents and emails and just people saying, "Can you please clean like the indoor playgrounds? Those are the ones that are really gross." And like we agree, but we were like, "Yeah, sure." We kind of like just rolled it off. And then we just got a random email one day and then we're like, "Yeah, we'll do it. Why not?" And then it's so crazy how it happened. We got like 3 or 4 right after that. They were just coming in and we're like, "Where are these coming from?"
Yeah,
But
we never marketed ourselves to that, but yeah, I don't know, it just played out that way, and we didn't build our business on that, but I mean, it aligns together for sure.
mhm.
We did buy some different equipment like
Mhm.
steamers and some
Mhm.
other gear that
Yeah.
we needed for this type of service. We don't use a pressure washer for the
Yeah,
indoor.
everybody's like, "How are you gonna do it with the pressure washer?" Like, I wish there was a drain in there, but we
Yeah.
just can't
We'll be
do that.
posting some content of the before and afters and how we kind of what we use to get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, very interesting. I follow a personal brand coach. His name's Omar El Takori. You guys should follow him if you don't already. But he talks a lot about like consistency brings indirect opportunity, and I really feel that's just kind of what has brought us these random, really cool opportunities with brands, with this job, Chick-fil-A,
Mhm.
and with other different like even the soaps that we use, like they want us to promote them, and it's just very interesting how that it was never in our imagination, but it's worked out this way just because of our consistency, and yeah, I mean it's exciting for sure.
Could not agree anymore. Yeah, what we don't realize is that in the era that we're living in, a lot of us are using social media to promote our businesses, and in turn, we're becoming content creators, right? Like, it's not that we're not trying to be, yeah, it's a full-time job. We're not trying to be influencers. We actually have a business. We actually understand what goes into a business. But in turn, we've become content creators, and then that's when the brand partnerships start coming. And I love to hear that you guys are getting those. It's actually a perfect segue to my next question. So I see that you guys started a Skool community with over 600 people in it. Can we learn a little bit more about that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, sure.
that was an idea that we both had. It's been up maybe for 3 months now, and yeah, it's almost 700 people now, which is crazy. Like literally all over the world, like Australia, South Korea. Someone just bought one of our paid
Courses.
courses for in Puerto
Puerto
Rico,
Rico.
Puerto
Yeah.
Rico,
Fire.
and so she's DMing us, asking us questions, we're answering back. But yeah, we wanted. So here's the truth: when we first started it, we had a very big idea of like, okay, we can be all over the US, have vans everywhere, but the reality is we can't scale that fast, that quickly. And because this did take off on social media, it was kind of like a pattern interrupt, if you would, if you're, I mean, I think you're in you're into sales, right? So you would understand that part. It's kind of like that when you're scrolling, right? And so people get interested, they want to do it. So we figured, you know what, we can't help everybody, but Myron Golden says people who pay attention. People who pay a lot of attention. So we figured, you know what, we'll make a paid course. We'll give them everything that they need to start their own business because we can't be there. They can start their own businesses. We figured we'd help, people build whatever they want to do it, however they want to do it, their own branding. But we would give them everything that they need. And yeah, so it's been a really cool community. Not everybody pays, obviously, but we do have some free
Tools.
tips and tools and a lot of really great resources on there. But yeah, and what's really cool is we get inquiries from like out of state, and we say, hey, anybody in Texas that can do this job,
Hmm.
and then we throw it in the chat. Somebody is
Fire.
either starting or want to start, and they get motivated by that. So
Hmm.
You know, it's so funny. So one day I was taking the boys to school, and my boys go to a Christian preschool. And so it's on the church campus. So I already know who is obviously pressure washing the church, right? And so I was asking the guy, I was like, can I ask you a question? He's like, yeah, what's up? I go, do you guys clean that playground? Because the playground is very clean, right? Even after Sunday service, all the kids go out and play. He's like, we actually don't do this one, but we do clean playgrounds. There's somebody else who cleans them. And so I would make, and the reason I asked was because I had already highlighted your guys' video, all the comments about, I've never seen this done. And so I was like, I just have to like ask somebody in person. And they're like, absolutely, we do clean playgrounds. And so what I gathered from that was that even if you have a pressure washing business, you can add this service to your list of services.
Yeah, we have a few of those in our community
yeah, a
actually.
lot of
Yeah,
them are
that
just either
bill.
wanting to expand their business
Hmm.
because I mean, windows are great, driveways are great, but if you can expand your business,
Like, why not?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, the beautiful thing too is like in sales, you know where the playgrounds are, so they're very easy to target and who to connect with. But yeah, it takes a little bit of effort for sure. But yeah, it's definitely a great way to expand your pressure washing business already.
Awesome. And what is something that you guys have learned in this business, or what is something that you guys would do differently now with the knowledge that you guys have?
Question.
Well, let me rephrase that. Starting out, what is something you would have done differently now that you guys have actually been in the business for about 2 years?
I don't know what I would do different, only because we didn't really have anybody to look up to or do research on, like on what we were doing already. So it was kind of like it felt like we were trailblazing our own industry with this. So it was, it's still tough and it was tough. But what I would do differently, I don't know. It was a lot of work getting this up and
Yeah.
running.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
honestly, I
have no
had no
idea.
idea.
Not that we did it
No,
perfect.
that's
We messed
fine.
up a lot.
Yeah, there's
I don't
definitely some
know.
screw ups, but I guess like we learned from them.
Oh, here's the thing.
But
Pricing wise, I wouldn't have started so low.
oh,
We were very scared with our pricing because we didn't know, we didn't have any competitors, right? And usually you want to compare and contrast pricing
Right.
if you're in sales and figure out what the market is doing. But we were kind of just starting the market. So the first playground we did,
the the Tustin one of the. Are you gonna talk
uh,
about the Beverly Hills
yeah,
one?
Beverly
Because I
Hills.
feel like that one was like decent. It was a lot of work, but I
Yeah.
remember this one in Tustin. Oh my gosh, we
Oh, yeah, yeah.
charged
Pepper tree.
$350 for this playground that was like
Full of tree sap. Like it took us
I
eight
mean,
hours. It was
it
crazy.
was huge. We were exhausted. It was disgusting. Like
Yeah.
we're like, let's just get our foot in the door. Like who cares? We're working with the city. Let's just give them a good deal. And we went in and we were like,
Yeah.
what did we do? It just wasn't. I don't know.
We did
That
work
was
with them for
annoying.
many playgrounds though, so it was give and take. You're starting off, you kind of have to bite the bullet, but yeah, we figured out pricing the hard way.
Well, you know what? That's actually a really good point though, because a lot of people usually underprice themselves in the beginning because they just want to get a sale. But now that you guys have been in it, I'm sure you guys are hard set on your prices, right? Like this is our price, or do you guys negotiate?
We don't negotiate, but I think we have learned like with we've learned with like I guess like scaling our prices. Like I think we were kind of rigid in the beginning. We figured it out and then we're like, okay, this is the price and this is it. And then we realized, but what about cities? Like for instance, the city reached out and they had 30, close to 40 playgrounds and we didn't think about like first of all, the Parks and Rec department, they do not have a ton of money. Like they don't have a budget for this because this is a new business. This isn't something that's already like outlined in their yearly budget. So this is something new for the city. So I think we learned to like, what do you say? What did we do there? We just learned
Like
to
package it?
package it. That's what it was. Thank you, Mel.
No
Package it.
worries.
Mhm.
Yes. Sorry, the brain is a little.
Girl, I get it. This is me all day, every day. So that's why I'm impressed that I thought of the word.
Thank you. Package it. Yeah, we learned about packages. So then we were kind of like, okay, this is how let's take it back. Let's kind of re-strategize, and then that was one of the things we did. Packaging.
How often do you guys, so let's say you have like, okay, this city that had like 40 different parks that needed cleaning. Do you guys go back monthly or is it quarterly? Like, how does that work?
Well, that one didn't work out, to be completely honest. That didn't work. So we didn't get those 30, 40 playgrounds,
Not
but
yet.
not yet. We
Not
will.
yet, exactly.
But
Yeah, we give them an
oh
option.
yes.
We tell them here's your one time cleaning for all of them, and then obviously that's going to be a higher price, right? But to incentivize them, we give them a quarterly and a monthly price
Monthly.
as well. The monthly is going to give them the best bang for their buck, but it also
Right.
guarantees us work for the year on a 12-month retainer is usually what we do.
Yeah.
Um,
And then
so
there's additional services included in the monthly.
yeah,
So we package it that way. And you get this, you get that,
Brilliant.
blah, blah, blah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is different pricing, and obviously they want to lean towards more of a frequent thing. And then to piggyback on what she was saying is some of the cities that have told us, hey, it's not in our budget this year. Um, we're going to be talking to them again a little close, maybe like October, September, making sure that they do include it for their next year's budget,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that way, it's not going to come to a surprise. Because reality is, if we get one city with that many playgrounds, it could be an extra $60,000 just for one city. So
Right.
it could definitely make a big difference, and that would make us into full time really quickly. It's a lot of
That'd be
playgrounds.
awesome. I'm gonna keep that in my prayers for y'all. I just feel like it's gonna happen for you guys. You guys, this is such a smart business model. And one of the things that I see in your reels that you guys put out is that it actually preserves the playground. Like, how did you guys figure that out?
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, the sun kills the germs and this, and I'm like, yo, that's gross. Like we grew up that way, but like,
Yeah.
like, so did you guys like do any research into that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a ton of
Research
yeah, a
and
ton of research for sure. When we were building our website, obviously we wanted to sell the service, and so we came across a lot of different facts like that, like all these diseases that the germs carry, the slides and different studies that have been made. So just a lot of that, and then obviously consistent maintenance on the playground will
mm-hmm.
reduce either equipment failing, and also if we do see equipment fail like a loose bolt or something, we do report that right away, because then it's a liability for that, or we save them on a liability too, right? So they're grateful for that,
Mm-hmm.
and so it they're grateful for it.
What is something about this business model that people just get wrong all the time?
That it's easy work, maybe. I
Mm-hmm.
think social media is very easy to, like, okay, like they're scrubbing, it looks like nice before and
Oh yeah.
after.
Everyone says that looks like so much
Yeah.
fun.
Yes, I see people say that all the time. I'm like, yeah, have you ever pressure washed?
Yeah, when you're scrolling on your couch and seeing the before and afters, it looks fun.
Yeah,
But
and it
no,
is in some like it's satisfying,
yeah,
sure, when you get in with the pressure washer, but yeah,
it's hard work.
it's hard work. We're exhausted
I
Yeah.
think it's
afterwards.
I think some of it comes to, like, we're pretty young and we're in there, being hands on. I think when people think of a cleaning service, they think like older people, older generation, like I'm not gonna get my hands dirty kind of thing. And I think it is a little bit interesting to see maybe a younger couple like being there and cleaning and
Hmm.
being more hands on, but it is very tiring. I think that's probably
Hmm.
one of the biggest misconceptions.
Hmm. It's just fun.
Right. And it's hot because you guys are where in San Diego,
In Orange
A
County,
little bit above,
Orange
but
County.
yeah, but honestly, it's pretty cool in the
yeah,
morning.
real
Um,
early, because
yeah,
kids
it's
like to
nice.
get on playgrounds early, so we like to get in
Right.
around 6 a.m. and
Hmm.
we're usually done by like 10 when the kids start coming out
So you guys do it. So you guys service them like during the week.
during the week. Yeah. Hmm.
Wow. So
Usually,
your
sometimes
days
weekends.
start early.
Yeah.
Yeah, real early. Yeah. And then, because it is a side hustle, right? So we have to do everything early in the morning, and then we come home, and then Abe's off to his second shift or his, real estate or all, whatever. He's a man of many trades, so he's doing whatever he needs to do. But, yeah, so we start early, real early. And then it's cool also when there's like for instance, schools, when they're off on spring break or whatever, we can go in. That's more flexible. But we just personally like to get in before the sun, because then that gets super hot.
Yeah, I'm in South Florida, so that sun
Mm.
starts peaking by like 9 a.m. You are
Yeah.
feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back to your school community. What can people expect from the paid community?
Yeah, that's if you're looking to start a business just like ours and make it into your own, maybe you see a different vision, maybe you want to, maybe have some, maybe you just want to start, you don't know anything about it. This literally takes you from start to finish, from getting your business license, your LLC started, to what equipment to buy, how to use it, our step-by-step process when we get to the playground, how we quote, templates on the quotes, the invoices, how to outreach clients. It gives you everything. Like, you just go through step by step. Some people are a little bit more intuitive with their business. Maybe they already have a pressure washing business, which many of our community does, and they just go in there and they just need to copy and paste the email, start massive
Hmm.
sending those. We have AI templates as well, like prompts on how
Hmm.
to get leads and things like that.
Hmm.
So depending on where you are in your and you're already, in your knowledge, then you can kind of just plug and play wherever you want to start. But it takes you from everywhere. You should be able to get your first client. Actually, one of our people in our communities in Texas, and they already started their business. They have their own LLC, their name. They sent us a picture.
Oh yeah.
It was really emotional seeing that.
Yeah.
That must be rewarding for you guys. Like, wow,
Super.
like, yeah, that's awesome,
Yeah.
man. Because essentially, yes, you guys are running this business and you have side hustles, but really what you guys are becoming as well is a business coach or business mentors, right?
Kind of
Yeah,
crazy to think,
Yeah.
but yeah, in some ways.
yeah. right? Your experience is a lived experience. You guys have done it already, and it's proof of concept. And you guys are showing people like we can do it, and we have a family, and we have full-time jobs, and we have scaled it, and we have been going for 2 years. So congrats to y'all. That's fire. And so my last question for you guys, where can people find you guys? For those who want to book your services, how can they reach you guys?
Yeah, you can find us on social media on Instagram, Pure Play Cleaning. On TikTok, we're Pure Play Cleaning OC. If you want to send an inquiry, you can email us at info@pureplaycleaning.com.
There should be a link on the bio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like an intake form.
Yeah, or there's a link tree.
And the Skool
also.
community link is on there as well.
Awesome. And I will also be posting their information down below in the description for anybody who is interested, and also the Skool community. Abe and Bridgette, thank you so much for your time, for taking time out of your incredibly busy day to sit with me.
No worries.
It has been a pleasure meeting y'all.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much, Mel.
Thank you.
God bless y'all. Bye.
God bless.
You.